Hello, welcome back for math. If you could have your May 18th through the 22nd math packet with you, that's going to help as I walk through the packet with you. And today our learning goal is I can think in groups of 10. So this is something that we worked a lot on this year in Number Corner. So imagine a 10 frame. You take a look at it and you're looking for groups of 10. You're thinking, finding that group of 10. So this one's pretty easy because the 10's already there. So you grab the 10 and you add on 3. So 10 and 3 makes 13. But this one doesn't have a group of 10. So we need to think in groups of 10. So if you're thinking this, moving that 8 over to make 10. So moving, when I say 8, this part of the 8. So you're moving it over. And you're then thinking in groups of 10. That's the same as 10 and 7 makes 17. So it's the same total, but it's just thinking in groups of 10 in your head. Okay, so that brings us to these problems in your packet on page 98. So if we looked at 4, so 4a is 10 plus 4. So I would like you to think in groups of 10, find that 10 and add the 4 on, and that gives us 14. Now b is like the second example, 9 plus 4. If we're going to think in groups of 10, you're going to have one of those dots move over. So you can do your quick math. So 9 plus 4 is the same as 10 plus 3. Okay, on page 99 you have some math practice with facts, so adding and subtracting. And the difference here with math facts that you've done in the past is you haven't had a ton of practice in your packets with add-ons more than 2. So this is great practice for you today. And the story problem I wanted to highlight, there's 3 add-ons in this. So make sure that when you read this story problem that you go back through and make sure you find each part of the problem, because it's asking for how many penguins in all. And there's 3 different pieces of information you need to put together. All right. Story problem 4 on the next page. This is, I changed this a little bit, so it's asking the same questions, but it's not the same amount of penguins. So it says, see how many penguins are standing on the ice. Half as many are swimming in the water. How many are swimming and how many penguins in all? Okay, so we've got 2 questions to answer, and it's asking us to show how we solve the problem with pictures, numbers, and words. And that's exactly that thinking of last week, how we need to make sure we're showing our thinking. Okay, so it asked how many are standing on the ice. Well, there's 6. Now it asks half as many are swimming in the water. So in order to show your thinking, I wanted to walk through the way I illustrated this, and you might have a different way, but half as many are swimming in the water. So I drew 6 penguins because I want to figure out half of 6. So I want to equally share this in 2 equal parts. So I decided I'm going to draw a line down the middle so that each group has the same. So I figured out there's 3 penguins swimming in the water. So I'm making sure that I go ahead and that I write that here, and then I'm going to work on my next part of the problem. How many are swimming? How many penguins in all? Okay, so I need to take 6 that are on the ice, 3 that are on the water, and then adding that on. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So I showed my thinking with an equation, and I boxed my answer, and I need to make sure that I now put it in on the line. Okay, so this is your problem. So this is on page 100. Okay, so you can approach it the same way I did to show your thinking, or you might have a different way as well. Okay, the last part of this video. Again, thinking intent. Draw the dots to show the second addend. Start drawing your dots at the arrow to turn the combination into an add 10 fact. Okay, so here we go. We got to think in groups of 10. So the equation says 8 plus 4 is the same as. So making sure that you're adding on those dots. So 8 plus 4 is the same as 10 plus 2. Okay, second one. 9 plus 6 is the same as 10. Okay, so I'm going to put it. Now I have to make sure that I draw 6 dots, and I did do that. Okay, so 9 plus 6 is the same as 10 plus 5. Okay, I hope this helps you solve your math packet this week. If you have any extra questions, please don't hesitate to ask your teacher. And I hope that this makes sense to you and that you can remember all that hard work that you were doing in Number Corner. All right, I'll see you next week.